This looks really good on this. Well, Instagram's getting this. Oh.
Meditation time. We're here to quiet the mind. Meditation time. Quiet the mind. Meditation time. Quieting the mind with meditation. Such a good medication. Hi, Tribe. What's really good? How are you, friends? Hope you're well. It's a different evening. I know we were planning on coming last night to you for our group meditation, but as usual, I listen to my body, to my inner guidance, to how I feel, to divine timing, and I was tired. I was exhausted. I don't know what's going on with this energy right now coming into this full moon, but lots of, I think I've got a lot of downloads and activations, and it's requiring some rest time, some integration time, some grounding, some relaxation. So just honoring self and honoring y'all too, because there's no reason for me to get up on here if I'm like, not in that place for a Noko's tribe meditation, right? So we got to be awake for that. We got to have that energy, that vibration.
Mom,
so,
and what's your connection?
Tonight, we are going to be doing Kingston's connection, which...
What is mine?
What is yours? Pull it up. What's the word that goes with it? Because we need to light the candle for that. So I've got a beautiful candle from Serendipity Dews tonight. She's on Instagram. She's on Etsy. This one's Georgia Peach. It smells so good. And if y'all are in Georgia, she has her items over at the Level Mind CBD shop in Suwannee. So check her out. Love her candles. They smell so delicious. And we are lighting this one in honor of Kingston's message tonight. So we're just waiting for the word, the special word that his message connects to.
Okay. Page 233.
233, almost at the end, boo. Page 233, good page number. There we are. Ooh, read the word.
Wisdom, honoring,
and knowing. So we are lighting the candle tonight in honor of Kingston's beautiful canoe, which is the salmon, in honor of wisdom and inner knowing. So stay open to receive. Did you see that?
Yes.
Whoa! That wisdom just went flying to y'all. I know you're open and receiving that right there, folks. Woo! So yes, unlocking and tapping into the ancient wisdom of your ancestors, of our planet, okay, of our souls.
It's remind for a spirit.
Yes. I can feel this beautiful, beautiful activation of knowledge and wisdom. So share and stay open to receive that beautiful light.
Viewers are on Instagram already, right?
I don't think we have any viewers anywhere, Kingston. That's okay. We're a little early tonight, and we don't usually go so, we usually don't start like so close to on time, right? Because my on time is divine timing. My on time, I'm not operating by this 3D clock many of us have to, kind of conform to. I've let go of that in my life to an extent that I can with what I'm still doing in the 3D space.
As a weapon.
I've got my awesome, refreshing, and hydrating, of course, nutritious watermelon juice from Antoinette's Cafe. Shout them out. They're in Buford. And, I love my juices. And especially, there's nothing better than some watermelon juice in the summer. Nice and hot, just cool down, refresh. And the lycopene that's in that fruit is really, really good for you. So we love it. It's so yummy and cleansing. All right. let's send some sound healing to the tribe tonight. Just get ready for some nice cleansing and clearing.
Oh, a white worker is on. Look, a white worker is on.
A light worker, how are you, my friend? Oh, you can see my beautiful tea in the background. I just made some, what is it? Vata? One of the Ayurvedic teas from my favorite.
Plum Harmony.
Yes, how'd you know, Kingston? You're so smart. And some alignments here of our chakras. Just kind of really getting us in that space. Kingston, too, in the tribe.
No, Kingston.
Yes, the journey will be wonderful. As usual, I am clueless as to what it's going to be. And I love that so much. I love that I've been able to embrace that as a Virgo, right? As a Virgo perfectionist, I've been able to embrace letting go and really just allowing, right? And being an open channel and embracing, the divineness that's within. Okay, now we have some stone energy tonight, Kingston. Do you have some stone energy you're sending? I'm sending whatever you choose to call it. It's beautiful regardless. It is connected to the angels, y'all. If you can't tell, it's very angelic. And this one is actually available on my shop. I already have it listed. And it's so sparkly. It's divine and beautiful. It's like an egg. And I'm sending you this energy because I wanted to really send peace and tranquility and deep relaxation, like really good sleep, rejuvenation.
Yeah.
And also, this stone is great for your upper chakras. So staying open to receive that clearing and cleansing of your throat, of your third eye, of your crown chakra, and really just getting them all kind of connected and aligned and ready to function at their highest capability. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. You can see the sparkle. And I also do have another one of these. It's a little bit of a different shape. And I have a sphere I'm going to be listing soon. I'm going to be posting it. So if anybody's interested in the sphere, it is a small one.
Look.
It's very beautiful.
Look. Great stone.
Yes,
Thanks so much.
Oh, I'm so glad to send you some of this beautiful energy. And actually, I just got done blessing. I'm so excited. I just got done blessing your order. So
our first viewer.
Oh, hi, Brittany. How are you, my friend? We're just getting ready to do our group meditation. We have a beautiful message from Kingston that we're going to read and connect and see what synchronicities it brings for us. So I'm excited. I have a batch of orders coming out pretty soon. I'll be shipping. All of y'all that have purchased from me recently, you will be seeing those tracking numbers soon. I can't wait. And that celestite is just such a beautiful connection to the angels. I always love. I'm very in tune with my angelic realm. Yes, okay.
Did you catch a group play last night?
That was the night before last. Are you being a jokester?
Yes.
You're so funny. Okay. So why don't you give me your message so I can read it to the tribe? So the message Kingston has tonight is the salmon. The salmon. Salmon, keeper of inner knowing.
And make sure to read the contrary too.
Thank you, love. Sure, I will. Okay. A salmon, keeper of inner knowing. Illuminate all that I can see. Fill me with the love of learning. Life's sacred wisdom offered to me. And this is coming from the book called Medicine Cards. They do come with some animal cards too. Number 49, Salmon. Salmon is the sacred keeper of wisdom and inner knowing, who despite strong river currents will always return to the place of its creation. Its determination is driven...
Salmon, keeper of inner
knowing. That's what I just read.
Oh.
So let's get back to where I was. Its determination is driven by the wisdom of instinct and inner knowing, which yields a sense of purpose that cannot be thwarted by external forces. Coming full circle, salmon medicine people finish what they begin, bringing life's events and cycles to closure. Salmon medicine honors every encounter in life as a gathering of wisdom. It teaches that even when the flow of life seems to push you back, you can tap the hidden resources of your human spirit and personal inner knowing. The journey may not be an easy one, and the currents of public opinion may not be in your favor, but you can choose to honor the wisdom you carry and instinctually do what is right. If salmon swam into your life today, it may be telling you to trust your gut feeling and inner knowing at this time. Avoid the influence of those who may have hidden agendas or who manipulate events for their personal gain. Do you need to reflect on the personal experiences that will help you decide whether the tide is ebbing or flowing in a direction that benefits your forward movement and growth? Go back to the beginning and retrace your path to this point. The wisdom is inside you, and when honoring it, you will not go wrong. The silver of salmon's skin reflects many lessons. To reclaim your inner knowing, you must see the opportunity in all situations and know that wisdom is earned through both life's easy and difficult experiences. Be willing to listen to others as well as to the small, still voice within. Behave in a manner that honors your path. The proper use of inner knowing comes when you flow with your authentic feelings, embracing all the experiences you encounter in life as learning lessons rather than hardships. Salmon teaches you to see every bend in the river as a new adventure, with a lesson you need to learn in order to grow. That knowledge becomes authentic wisdom through applying these truths to your life. Beautiful connection, Kingston.
That's all?
And now on the contrary, if salmon has floated belly up into your life today, recklessness may have kept you from achieving a goal. Are you ignoring the wise advice of others or your own inner voice of wisdom? Contrary salmon may be telling you to be still for a time and find the flow again. Ask yourself where you became distracted or confused. Then imagine returning to the place you last felt certain of yourself. Feeling a sense of serenity means you are tapping your inner knowing and wisdom again. If you have been seeking the approval of others by being a follower instead of listening to your personal knowing, it may be time to reclaim your own authority. Are you stubbornly rejecting the truth of a situation? Trying to be right or in control and overriding your instinctual wisdom or inner knowing? If so, get out of your head and get back to the wisdom found in your heart and feelings. Like salmon, people sometimes need to backtrack upstream to see where life's meandering tributaries float away from the original headwaters of their certainty, wisdom, instinct, and inner knowing. So there's a lot here to tap into on this message. And actually, I have a lot of synchronicity with it because, you know, I talk about inner knowing all the time. I talk about, you know, having divine faith and trust in your voice. But really being able to, you know, reflect and have that inner knowing work to your benefit, even through the tough times, right? And even when it becomes difficult to hear that voice as much, right? When you're being influenced by others, when you're being pushed or maybe you're being pressured, right? So this is really a beautiful message, and it really talks about, you know, seeing that every bend in the river is a new adventure, and it really is, right? Honoring the journey, honoring each part of it, not just the end goal, and understanding that those troubled waters are part of what get you to that end goal. They're part of what makes you who you are. And so it's a beautiful message. I love it. And it really goes in line with, I wrote myself a note. What did I do with it though? I don't know if it's up here. I wish I could. I want to share it with y'all because I wrote a note to myself. Kingston, will you go walk over there and see? Go look over there for me and see if there's a green. Is there a green little note there?
It's green.
Give me those, please. Let me see. Yeah, that's probably it. So I wanted to share this because I literally just wrote this the other day. I had a really hard time at work yesterday on Monday. And I talked about, I got this guidance. Look at it like a blessing and learn how to set your boundaries. So I have, with work, I tend to overwork. I tend to not know. I tend to not listen and take care of self. I tend to just work myself right into, oblivion. And instead of eating or drinking or getting up and going to the bathroom like a regular human being should, I really get too immersed at work. And I don't know. I haven't been in my past. I haven't been setting my boundaries, but up until recently, that is. I've been learning a lot, and this has been my new reflection about it is, I know that I'm getting out of my job. I know that it's coming down the path. I know that it's been something that I've been guided to leave for a long time. So I know that it's what needs to happen. And until then, I realize there's divine timing, and I'm having patience about the situation because I realize there's still more things for me to learn at this point in this job, as much as it's sucking my soul, right? So just looking at it like a blessing, appreciating, giving gratitude, and then learning how to set my boundaries around it instead of letting it bring me down, instead of letting it lower my vibration, instead of letting it take me out of my element, because I high vibe all weekend. And then when I go into work on Monday, it's like, oh, it's really hard because it's like I just fell off a cliff and just land smack on my face, right? Into cement. So it's not a good feeling. So
and you can't lift yourself up.
Yeah, it's hard to get back up when that happens, isn't it, Kingston? So it's a nice reminder for any of you that have a similar situation. Just remember, we're in these situations to learn. We're in these situations to tap into wisdom, and the wisdom's there. But you have to be willing to reflect, and you have to be willing to be open to receive it as well. Okay? So great message, Kingston. Thank you so much. We're going to get ready for our meditation. If you guys want to dim your lights. Cool, buddy.
He's in the goodness mat and can't lift it back up. He can't get back up.
If y'all want to light a candle, get into a place that you're not going to be interrupted for a minute. Maybe you want to lay down. Maybe you like to stand up. Everybody has different ways of meditating, so no judgment here. All is welcome. It's all about relaxing and quieting that mind. So whatever works for you. I personally love to lay down when I meditate, but of course, for this type of thing, it's probably not what I do. It's a nice short meditation, but especially if I do longer meditations, I love to lay down. And I use crystals a lot. I use stones a lot in my meditation. So if that's something you want to do, hold on to one, put one down, when I lay down, I'll just deck out my whole, meridian chakras and just put stones all over the place. But you could just put one,
Jupiter's
down on your legs, in your hands. He's saying Jupiter's in retrograde.
It's good time to find
blessings
in light and
darkness. Right. So yeah, it's and that's funny.
Thank you, light worker.
You're right, a light worker. And I was recently guided to do some meditations in the dark. So that's been interesting. I did one of them. I was kind of avoiding it. And then when I finally did it, it was really enlightening. So cool synchronicity there. I love it. We're always filled with those. So let's get ready for our journey. My goodness, we have a meditation to do here together. My goodness.
I don't like meditations.
We've got the full moon, the strawberry moon, the last supermoon of the year coming up this week. And so the energy is, what do we want to say? It's right. It's up there. I'm feeling it.
Me too.
All right. I love you. Okay, so let's get, comfortable. If you need to release some tension, some stress that you might be harboring in your shoulders and your neck and your face, all these places that we hold on to, our upper back. Maybe a little wing wiggling is in order, right? To get us to release a little bit. And we're going to start cycling the breath. All right. And if you get comfortable. If you want to play meditation music or something in the back, you can do anything that makes you feel good. So we're going to start just cycling the breath up and down around the spine and lighting up that brain with oxygen. Okay. Because oxygen is the key to life. And it's right here. Right now, it's still free. It's still free where we live. So you really want to make sure to
take that oxygen.
Take it in. Right. Expand. When you inhale, you're inhaling that positive, that beautiful bright light. Okay, holding it. And then when you're exhaling it, releasing it back out, any negative energy, any stale, stagnant energy, letting that go, making space for more oxygen, for more light in the body. So for about a minute here, let's just cycle the breath, deep breaths. I like to do Ujjayi breathing. All right, friends, we're getting ready to journey together. So feel free to take my hand or just follow me down this beautiful trail that we know is our sacred space. It is evening, so it is dark tonight. We're walking out in the dark, but the stars are shining brightly, and of course that big, beautiful full moon is just amazing. It's just shining down on us, lighting our path. So as we walk through this path into the forest, into our sacred space, we can feel the grass, the brush against our skin, tickling, rejuvenating, re-energizing. And this beautiful breeze starts to blow against our skin. Yes, and as we continue to walk down this path into the forest, we are being called down to the edge of the pond, to this beautiful space, this clearing where we can see that full moon just reflecting down onto the beautiful dark water, brightening it, sparkling and glimmering. It's healing, flowing energy. And as we step closer to the edge of the pond, there's this beautiful, soft bank of sand. Mother Earth is welcoming us, welcoming the tribe. Take off our shoes. Step forward into this beautiful sand together. Start to ground in. You can feel her energy, her abundance. Immediately start to fill our body, our mind, our aura. As we stand there, that full moon, we're basking in the light and the energy. So beautiful and luminescent. You can hear the crickets in the background, just a beautiful buzz, this calming, repetitive pattern. This beautiful healing sound. As we listen, sounds like this beautiful orchestra of crickets. As we listen closely, we can hear each individual cricket and their beautiful tune, unique, aligning to our energies, harmonizing, balancing, energizing, and healing. This beautiful orchestra, and each and every one of them are joining their energy and their power together for us tonight to have this healing session of beautiful sound therapy. We're so thankful, and these crickets continue to heal us as we stand on the edge of this pond, looking up at the moon, basking. And we're being called to cycle some of that energy into us, to channel it in. So as we look at that full moon, we take a big, deep breath of its beautiful, feminine, divine energy. Allow it to expand our hearts. And we envision us sending it back out to beautiful Mother Earth. On our exhale, Just bathing her in that beautiful moon energy. And again, a big deep breath of that bright, beautiful moon. Expanding our hearts, and this time sending it out to the tribe. Each and every one of us receiving this magical energy. Another big, beautiful breath of that iridescent moon. And expanding our hearts. This one is for us. It heals. It soothes. It heightens our awareness, our intuition. Connects us divinely. When we let it go, release it back down to Mother Earth. We bask in that beautiful light as we enjoy that energy work that we just did. Now we're being called to combine that beautiful healing, divine feminine energy with the water, with the pond, so that we can share these reflections, so we can go with the flow, so we can sparkle and shine brightly. So our focus starts to turn to the reflection of the moon in the pond, bright and luminous, glorious, shimmering, the water moving and causing these beautiful fractals of light coming into your aura, cleansing, rejuvenating, uplifting, restoring, replenishing. And as you take a big, deep breath of that beautiful, reflective moon energy in the pond, expanding the heart with this fluid, beautiful, hydrating energy, and envisioning Mother Earth in front of us as we blow it all out in the water. This healing water just washes over the earth, cleansing down into every space, allowing the release of old systems, of broken beliefs that are no longer serving us, breaking down the hatred, the division, breaking down all of these systems that are taking advantage, that are manipulating. These energies are being washed away and replaced with this high vibrational, divine, feminine, flowy energy for the earth. And as we look again into the pond, that glimmering light, we take another big, deep breath of the moon, filling up our lungs, our wings. We can feel the expansion in our back. Our heart is so big, and we envision our tribe standing there in the sand with us. And out into the world, we send this beautiful energy to all of them, all of the tribe members. Cleansing, releasing, allowing them to be reflective, to be mindful, to see the spaces where they're being dishonest with themselves, to see the spaces where they are, the deception that is in their lives from others, to speak their truth, to cleanse and release any cords and entities attached. Just a beautiful energy of flowy, flowy, divine, high vibrational frequency. We're basking in that moon as we enjoy all of this beautiful work. And one more big, deep breath of that moon reflection in the pond. Expanding that heart. This is for you. Keep it in there and let it cleanse. Let it wash away those self-limiting beliefs. Let it crumble away those broken systems. Let it make space for new. Let it release the stagnant energy, all that which isn't serving us. Releasing it down through our feet, down into Mother Earth, into the sand. She purifies it back into light. Us for the earth. Whew. Some clearing. If you're experiencing any type of clearing, coughing, releasing, let it go. Let it out. Do not stop it. Let it go. Release it. As we take another big, deep breath in of that beautiful moonlight, basking there by the pond, our beautiful feet are grounded into the sand, protected by Mother Earth, allowing us to release and enjoy her abundance together. We can feel this immense power coming over us. And we're so thankful. We're so thankful for the healing, the crickets, the pond, for the beautiful moon, the sand for Mother Earth, for this sacred space. And we know that we can return here at any time. And that makes us smile. And before we start to walk back out that path, as we're standing in that sand, we give the tribe a hug, each and every one of us here on this meditation. Big hugs to each other, love, for just beautiful compassion and healing coming from us, this kindness, this gentleness, this understanding, this reflectiveness. Hugging ourselves, self-love and self-care, reminding us of that valuable, valuable step that we always need to take every day to make the best choices for our highest timeline. And one of them is giving ourselves the love and nurturing and care that we so greatly need and deserve. And as we start to make our way back down that path in the dark, these stars glimmering down on us, we're feeling so divinely connected, so happy with our community, with our tribe, helping each other, spreading love and kindness to the world. This beautiful journey. As we walk back through that path, we're feeling the brushing up of the grass and the brush tickling us, the breeze blowing through our hair, rejuvenating us. We make our way back out to our home, wiggling our fingers, our toes, opening our eyes. Whoa! Hi, Kingston.
Mom.
Oh, we are so thankful. Sis is on with us. Hi, Auntie Lish. Say hi.
She's not even on anymore.
Well, she was. So, oh my goodness, what a journey. Wow, that was lovely and totally unplanned.
Mom.
Yes.
What do you say to the guy who invited you?
What do we say to the guy who invited Zero?
Yes.
Who brought him?
No.
What?
Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for nothing. That's a good one, Kingston. I love it.
And for the
Oh,
social
goodness.
books.
All right, my friends. Well, that was beautiful. Let's go ahead and get moving on to our other connection tonight.
What is it?
Feeling so good with that. I needed that moon. I needed that moon energy tonight, y'all. I really needed it, and I didn't even know it. All right, we are, of course, this is an oldie but a goodie. Y'all know I have read this one so many times.
What is it?
But we must read it again. We must.
Dear?
It's one of my favorite stories in here.
Dear?
Yes, how'd you know?
Because.
Dear, number 4, gentleness. Okay. Dear, so gentle and loving you are, the flower of kindness, an embrace from afar. One day, Fawn heard Great Spirit calling to her from the top of Sacred Mountain. Fawn immediately started up the trail. She didn't know that a horrible demon guarded the way to Great Spirit's lodge. The demon was trying to keep all the beings of creation from connecting with Great Spirit. He wanted all of Great Spirit's creatures to feel that Great Spirit didn't want to be disturbed. This would make the demon feel powerful and capable of causing them to fear him. Fawn was not at all frightened when she came upon the demon. This was curious, as the demon was the archetype of all the ugly monsters that have ever been. The demon breathed fire and smoke and made disgusting sounds to frighten Fawn. Any normal creature would have fled or died on the spot from fright. Fawn, however, said gently to the demon, "Please let me pass. I'm on the way to see Great Spirit." Fawn's eyes were filled with love and compassion for this oversized bully of a demon. The demon was astounded by Fawn's lack of fear. No matter how he tried, he could not frighten Fawn because her love had penetrated his hardened, ugly heart. Much to the demon's dismay, his rock-hard heart began to melt and his body shrank to the size of a walnut. Fawn's persistent love and gentleness had caused the meltdown of the demon. Due to this gentleness and caring that Fawn embodied, the pathway is now clear for all of Great Spirit's children to reach Sacred Mountain without having to feel the demons of fear blocking their way. Deer teaches us to use the power of gentleness to touch the hearts and minds of wounded beings who are trying to keep us from Sacred Mountain. Like the dappling of Fawn's coat, both the light and the dark may be loved to create gentleness and safety for those who are seeking peace. Oh my goodness, did you just hear that? Talking about the light and the dark again.
Is the white worker still on?
He is. He just wrote, "Top of my head is tingling and warm, constant smiling. It's a good place to be. Water relief. Thanks for the hug, tribe." Oh, I love your feathers too. Yes, I agree. It was a beautiful journey tonight. And I'm honored that you were with us. It means the world. So it says here, if Deer has gently nudged its way into your life today, you are being asked to find the gentleness of spirit that heals all wounds. Stop pushing so hard to get others to change and love them as they are. Apply gentleness to your present situation and become like the summer breeze, warm and caring. This is your tool for solving the present dilemma you are facing. If you use it, you will connect with Sacred Mountain, your centering place of serenity.
Oh.
And Great Spirit will guide you.
Good, white worker. Good job saying twice.
Oh, good job staying quiet, Kingston. Yes, he's very sweet letting us do our meditation, huh? That's right. And then he came right at the end with a perfect joke, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the
Want
joke
to hear
man.
it again?
I loved it. You can tell us again. Sure,
What
honey.
did you say to the guy who invited Zero?
What do you say to the guy who invited Zero? What, Kingston?
Thanks for nothing.
You're so funny. So I love this because I want to talk a little bit about Deer, and I'm gonna put the book down because I think I've read that story so many times. I should be able to tell it myself. You know, love conquers all, right? You've heard that, right? Oh, great meditation. Thank you. Love conquers all. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I've been in the CDC, okay, which I consider to be the belly of the beast, all right? And it has some real interesting energies up in there, okay? For someone that might be an empath, and at least for me, going in there was always really, really tough on the energy to be there.
Oh, dear.
And
Explore.
And I kind of feel like the deer in that place because there were a lot of demons up in there. And I really felt it was like so amazing because before I started really understanding the spirituality thing, and I was already experiencing some of this. And so I can now apply it back and it just brings even more enlightenment and wisdom to me. Because I remember being in that meeting room at the CDC and thinking, wow, I thought it was bad. I didn't know it was this bad. Okay. And I'm saying this because when I started my activism, I really didn't believe it was as terrible as it is. And going in there, I expected to hear, data and safety information and people that cared, people that were doing their job, which was a very important job, right, for public health. So when I went in there and found out that they really didn't have data, that they really didn't care, that they were just stamping votes on things, that it was more of a business, that they were in bed with a lot of the companies out there that are making these products that they're supposed to be agencies for. for regulating. There's a lot of conflicts of interest. There's a lot of corruption. And like I said, there's a lot of demons up in there because what can we say? That's the types of people that are doing these jobs. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't know it at the time. I was wondering why it felt like people were literally melting from my presence. I could feel this energy of, people that I could tell were not good souls, people that were demons. And
yes,
I could feel their fear.
Yes, that's deer, he said.
I could feel their fear of me because I was in there smiling, bringing love and light, speaking my truth, right? Being my authentic self and having a soul that's here with a very divine purpose. And they didn't like it. It literally melted them. So that's that kind of deer correlation for me in my life. I actually saw a deer Sunday when I went out to do my meditation outside with my grounding. I heard a really weird noise, which I think was probably a cow because we have a pasture behind us. A really weird noise. And then like a bouncing, brush, everything moving. So luckily it was right after I was done with my meditation. I turned around to look back there and I caught the very tail end of the deer. I could see its little fluffy tail and it was starting to, run away out of the pasture back there. So maybe the cow was telling the deer like, hey, find your own pasture. But it connected me because I've now had Friday, we had a deer sighting on our way to go see our chiropractor. And it's no coincidence. I've been doing a loving and kindness meditation challenge with her for the past week, which has been amazing. If you guys aren't checking it out, I've been sending her videos out on Instagram. You should definitely follow her. She's at Gentle Hands Healing. And that deer represents exactly what she's doing, that loving kindness, bringing it to the world. And when I did my meditation, I connected the fact that I saw the deer on the way to see her, and I sent the deer energy to the world. Okay. And the beautiful thing that this connects up with is I have really been learning in that meditation I did in the dark recently, facing some of my fears. I was told very clearly by my higher self, whatever you want to call it, that inner voice, that fear is a deception. Fear is deception. And it's been really deep for me to kind of, reflect on that. He's laughing about your joke. So it's been really interesting to reflect on that. And now looking at it from this with deer and the fear, I mean, literally the deer had no fear because she knew that it was a deception. She knew that the demon wasn't going to hurt her. She knew that she had the power to melt his icy heart. And she knew that there was no reason to fear. And she was able, because of her bravery and her courage and her loving kindness and her willingness to trust and believe in this demon's, ability to melt, to be good, right? To do the right thing. And it really is powerful in what just one of us can do. So that in the story, the deer hold on one second. In the story, the deer is able to, if you listen to the end of it, make sure that nobody has fear going up that mountain anymore. That all the future creatures never have to fear again to go up in that beautiful sacred space and connect with Great Spirit. Because deer did that one little thing, right? Went up there and had bravery and melted that demon's heart. And it's similar to this day and age. It takes one person with a big, beautiful heart, to make change.
Destroy a demon's heart.
Right. But to get rid of the fear, to release the fear, to help the collective, to face that demon. And then that demon can no longer terrorize anyone else, right? That fear is gone. And so it's a really powerful message that we all carry the ability to do this with this big, beautiful heart and soul that we have, with this voice that we possess, right? with this vessel, this body that we've been blessed with that allows us to do this work of great spirit
Mom,
and help those that need to
do
release the
joke
fear.
now?
Go ahead, Kingston. Yep, it's joke time. Sure.
What's every cow's favorite city?
What's every cow's favorite city? New York?
New York!
Woo! New York. It's a good one. Okay, so we're just getting wrapped up here. That was a great message.
No.
I really feel extremely connected, and I love what all of our messages brought. The synchronicities, the stone, the meditation. It always all just works up beautifully. And this play on darkness and light right now. Explore, be reflective. If you've never done a meditation in the dark and you feel like, ooh, that's not something I would want to do, it might be something you want to look into because those things that we back away from, that we initially maybe sense have some fear, some unrealistic fear, maybe unnecessary fear around, we really want to dig into those places because there's usually a lot to learn there. So. All right, y'all, it's about time to get going. I'm going to be drinking my tea here. Hopefully it's cooled down enough. Yeah, I can't wait.
Drink your tea.
All right, and let's do some singing on that note. Release the fear, we are protected. Release the fear, we are never neglected. Release the fear, we stay so connected. Gonna keep us safe, gonna keep us healthy. Release the fear, we are protected. Okay, what else? Do you have anything you want to hear? You want me to do a Noko song? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Question is, what am I going to remember tonight to sing? I love this guy.
Can we use one more comment for a white worker, right?
I'm going to sing. Actually, I know what I'm going to